So today I want to do a little bit of testing. A lot of crazy things have come out. Rogues have got a 10% agility nerf, and Assassination and Outlaw both got a 15% stamina nerf. Subtlety got only a 5% health nerf, but now all rogues since coming out of beta have had a 15% stamina nerf, but at least a 10% agility nerf, which impacts Assassination more because they had a 30 prior and then 5, and now all of them have 10. I'm not really concerned with Assassination. I'm personally, when playing Assass, I'm dealing kind of low damage, but because I don't have the best gear, let alone my artifact weapon isn't fully built. I recently got back at tricks, so I want to play around with that in the next video, just see how often it works. But my concerns are, Subtlety might have gotten hit by these nerfs harder than the other specs. Outlaw is doing just fine. I've been playing Outlaw. Yesterday I played Outlaw. The damage is, it kind of bounces itself out because we did get a 10% buff for Saber Slash, Pistol Shot, Ghosted Strike, not the effect, but the actual ability, Ghosted Strike hit, and Blunderbuss, which is the artifact trait. So I feel like Outlaw is doing fine. You just have a little bit less of like random damage when it comes to the run-throughs, unless you're bursting. So Assass, it was a bit disappointing for me, but maybe I was the only one in that case. I know rogues are strong, but it's just like for me having an ult, and now that that ult is weak, it's like, oh man, it makes me not want to play him anymore. Subtlety might have gotten this hit inadvertently. In the past, before this 7.1 patch, I thought that Subtlety could probably use a buff. I actually think it could use some sort of a buff. Maybe some sort of a redesign in terms of the spec itself. I feel like it just doesn't deal enough damage. Maybe it doesn't really deal enough burst damage is where my gripe with it is at. No triple stuns. Okay, that's fine. We'll just get the we'll just take a fuckload of damage. Cause hunters, right? I mean, am I right or am I'm fucked? Am I right or am I fucked? That's the question. Oh, goddamn. Holy shit. Alright, so rogues take a little bit more damage than usual. I got completely butt-fucked by that hunter, but he was bursting, so I guess, like, it makes sense. If he's bursting, I should take a lot of damage, and rogues are a bit tanky. So I'm gonna be testing, or at least attempting to test, my damage and seeing how Subtlety rogues are doing damage-wise. We're taking a look at Nightblade, Dot. We're taking a look at the Shadow Strikes, because that's where majority of our damage comes from. We're taking a look at the setups and how much burst we can really put out onto a single enemy. Am I getting focus again? I think I am. This hunter does not like me. Okay. Eviscerate average is 125. You know what? I'm not gonna look at these numbers. I'm just gonna look through the rest of the BG, then take a look at the finalized numbers, because I just need to collect more data. I need to collect more numbers. When I collect more numbers, I'll find an average, and I'll be able to, I guess I'll be able to give you guys a bit better of an example of just how much damage I have. I wish I had enough artifact power for Akari's Soul, because then I'd be dealing a little bit more damage every time I stun and Shadow Strike, and basically my damage would be increased. I hate this hunter in particular. Oh, fuck. Oh, it's like you knew. It's like you fucking knew. Let me do this. You bastard. Please, no. Nope, I'm dead. Okay, well, I was able to put Nightblade on these two, and they're gonna be sitting in the BG. Not only are we just trying to test out nerfs, we're also gonna have, like, odds stacked up against us. Welcome to US servers. If you're playing Alliance, go fuck yourself, I guess. Thanks, Blizzard. So Shadow Strikes are still under 100k. I feel like Shadow Strikes need to at least hit for 100. I guess the difference between 90k and 100k isn't much when you look at it. Like, oh wow, it's only 10k. Yeah, 10k difference, Dallin. What are you talking about? But because of most of your damage and burst comes from Shadow Strikes, if that shit does not really stack up, then it doesn't feel like it's gonna do anything. Am I the only one going for the FC? Yo, Felix, that's all you, man. That's all you. Sap him. Sap him, get him. Don't let him. Felix. Oh, Phoenix. What a dumb name. I'm disappointed in you. Alright, let's take a look at the numbers. This is everything. I have it on total. We have Nightblade, which dealt an average of 49k. It was like 50k, even 70k at one point. So now it deals only 49k. I thought it was very interesting with the fact that Nightblade dealt as much damage as it did for Subtlety, because your Viscera don't hit as hard as it used to. Like, yes, on here it says tooltip 300 damage, but it's like nerfed by 50% in PvP. I really wish they had some kind of like a tooltip, like just a PvP specific tooltip. My eviscerates are hidden. Oh, call soda poppin'. This fucking number is so fucking low. Holy shit, 123k. Again, I made a joke about it before. It's called an eviscerate, not slapping him with a goddamn fish. Blizzard, why won't you buff this thing? for PvE, it's probably super good. For PvE and in world PvP, it probably does so well. That's because the template for world PvP isn't applied. In PvE environment, which part of world PvP is part of it, the template doesn't apply. So that a Subtlety rogue can crit for 1,000,000 with the right buffs and right build. I think I want to go back to Soothe and Darkness. Do we have healers? We do. We have 2. So I should stay with Elusiveness so healers can heal me. But I almost want to go Soothe and Darkness so I can get some self heals. I'm gonna go back to Elusiveness. Whatever. Alright, so I'm gonna do the same thing again, except I'm gonna try to go a little bit more aggressive. I'm gonna get more Night Blades. I want to get more Shadow Strikes in there. Just all about damage. Chances are I'm not even gonna play the objective. I am gonna try to get some CC out. You know, play what a rogue's supposed to do. But it's all gonna be damage-centric and damage-oriented. So, like, if there's carts and I'm not grabbing them, don't get triggered. Stun Whistle again. I'm just gonna switch off to the Hunter now. Just stunning all day, dude. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Please. Oh, nope. I was thinking I was comfortable. Sure, I have as much damage as possible. Damage potential at its highest right now. Oh, don't kill me. Faint. Thank God. Oh, don't you res. Fucking Cobrak 2.0. Jesus Christ. I think I'm gonna save my cheap shot. Another cheap shot. Bam. That's all I can do is just as many eviscerates I can get in a single go. I mean, I'd be fine if they at least buffed these bargains so at least it deals decent damage. Because it doesn't. You just like take a little bit of a damage increase and then you die. Like, who the fuck wants to do that? Be honest with me. Oh. Try to run away from me now, kitty. Yes, please. Oh. Spam casting Cyclone and didn't even get it off. Trying to get my cooldowns back, dude. Okay, now we get some Shadow Strikes in there. Yeah, buddy. And that's everything we had. That was it. That was my whole burst without Shadow Blades. So with my burst, I can't kill a Hunter that's already lower health. If I had Akari's Soul, which only hits for 20k, okay, I had how many Shadow Strikes did I have? I got him in a kidney. Shadow Strike, Eviscerate, Cheap Shot, Shadow Strike, Eviscerate, Cheap Shot, Shadow Strike. That would have been 5 times 30, 150k more damage. That would have been an equivalent of another Shadow Strike. Would have it gotten me the kill? Maybe. How sure am I of this? Not sure at all. I actually wouldn't even say probably not. Some things with Subtlety don't make sense. I really would like for devs to come out and talk a bit about their design, like why they have the damage for Subtlety as they see it, just to see what they're thinking, right? Because maybe if we can get in the minds of the devs, we can find out what they are thinking, right? Maybe these guys are, fully fledged and balanced people, and they, want the best for the game, and they're just trying their hardest. We just don't really know that because we are not. They're the devs, not us. I'm gonna clear all that shadow shit. Here we go. You gonna res? Don't you res? I really would like for devs to just talk out a little bit about like what are the thoughts, what were they planning, what were they thinking, because I think it would be really good for community just to see it and just to hear it. Just, I guess see it is the best option. See it on paper, and see what they say. Triple stun this guy, fully. Please let me kill. My God, still nothing. Still nothing. I'm just hitting them for about 130k or so a pop. That's literally all I'm doing. Ah. It feels underwhelming. It really does feel a little bit underwhelming. And there it is. And there it is. I like this chest. I like this chest. I think I'll replace it because it has a haste, versatility, basically the same stuff I have, and prismatic sockets. I can throw mastery in there. So I ended up coming out on top for damage for Alliance. In killing blows I was second. Of course healing wasn't there. Let's take a look at the numbers. Let's see what we were able to spawn out of all of this. Hey, I'll tell you right now, it's probably not gonna be anything noteworthy. Is a nice way I can put it. Alright, Then we put the box and the chest to the side. Then we put away the artifact power because I didn't want to use it. I need to sell a lot of this crap. Our Shadow Strikes average ended up being a 75k. And I sunk 81 hits, 50 crits, and 8 absorbs for my Shadow Strikes. And 1 miss. So I feel like it's enough of numbers to just get the average. The average is more accurate the more numbers you have. So we got a decent amount of Shadow Strike. I was spamming that shit like left and right whenever I can. So if our Shadow Strikes on average hits for 75k, compared to like at least 100k, you're looking at like a 25k loss per Shadow Strike. So this sucks. I don't like it. I don't like it. Then we have Night. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Nightblade had over 250k. Over 250 hits, individual hits. Maximum hit, 93k. Average hit, 36. What? I feel like my sustained damage definitely got nerfed. And burst damage, I feel like Subtlety doesn't really have burst since Eviscerate doesn't even hit hard. I'm afraid to take a look at the Eviscerate. It honestly feels like one of those things where you like take a test. Even in college to this day, I still have this feeling. You take a test and you don't know what you got, what's your score. And you just don't want to look at it, but you have to. So you know if you're passing or failing a class or whatever. But it's better than last time. Last time was 123, so this is 132. Maximum hit is about 265k. I feel like Blizzard should take a look at Subtlety. It doesn't even need to be some kind of like a buff for damage. Like I think a buff and damage would solve issues. At least for me. I don't play Subtlety on an everyday basis. I'm not high rated Subtlety rogue, so I have no problems admitting that. But from my perspective where I'm standing, I feel like some kind of a buff needs to be there. Again, it doesn't have to be a damage buff. It can be some kind of a mechanic buff or a mechanic change. It can be something. I'm not even sure what. Maybe like a chance for Viscera to crit higher, maybe, because then it's like you have more consistent burst. Maybe. I don't know. Well, this is the part of the video where I want you to go into the comments below. First of all, give this video a goddamn like. Second, go in the comments and let me know what you guys think about the video. What do you think about the nerfs that Subtlety got hit by? All 3 specs of rogues got hit by a 10% agility nerf, and what are your thoughts on it? Do you think Subtlety should have not gotten nerfed, or do you think the nerfs are needed? Let me know in the comments why or why not. I like having these kind of discussion videos with you guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.